Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hello to you all. Guys, if you're new to the channel and you haven't did so, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I need y'all to tap on in, chime in. Guys, any negative energy being sent to either one of my platforms, I'm gonna turn all negative energy back to sender. You guys, happy holidays. I'm sending y'all big peace, healing energy, and lots of love. You guys, I got a message. I kind of wanted to tap in because, I was getting myself ready for bed and uploading my last videos, and this message kind of like came across me. What's your hustle? You know what I'm saying? You out here and you moving around in the world. What's your hustle? You get what I'm saying? You don't got nothing else in the world. What's your hustle? You get what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's like a lot of people are like resulting to like nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are, instead of like using they mind and like putting something together like to get themselves out of poverty, it's like they just resort to like stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Things that just ends in burdens. You know what I'm saying? Things that land in like in jail, dark places. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wanna be in jail? Who wanna be confined in a jail cell where somebody gotta tell you to eat, sleep, shit, when to breathe, when to, go out in the yard, when to do, who want to be confined, with a group of women all day or a group of men all day in one spot? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants that? My question is, what's your hustle? If somebody threw you in a box and gave you 5 to 6 things, what would be your hustle? Like, would you grab those 6 things, or would you, think outside that box, or would you go ahead and like hang yourself and just be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna just go rob somebody. Or would you grab those 5 to 6 things and make something happen? Like, people, I want y'all to really think about that, because I always taught my kids from when they were small, always have a hustle. I always taught them about having a hustle and the importance of life. I believe as a parent that's real, important to instill in your kids. And I taught them so good. Now I just sit back and watch them because I constantly remind them that you don't got to get out here. You don't got to be a stripper. You don't got to be a robber. You don't got to do none of that shit. You don't got to go like constantly sit up and plot and plan and scheme and, be on some scam type shit, to have a skill. It's stuff all around you. You just have to open your eyes and know what your hustle is. You gotta be, just one of them like innovators. You gotta go grab it. You get what I'm saying? I told my kids, I say, you know what? What's around you? You know what I'm saying? What tools do you have? If you don't have nothing else, look around you. See what you have in front of you. Use your head, use your mind, use the skills that God have blessed you with. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta go out here and take it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even want it if it's like that. If you gotta take something, you shouldn't even want it. If I gotta take it, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I remember watching this clip. I can't remember the guy's name. If I can pull it up, I'll pull it up. It's a clip of this guy. He's a rapper, and he's supposed to be like a real, like, good rapper or whatever from New York. And he was talking about, how, the industry is. And, he was basically saying, oh, you hear the Hollywood stories, the entertainment, gossip, where they talk about how, and it's actually crazy because now we actually seeing it with the whole Diddy situation, that the rumors was true. basically, hey, if you want to, be a superstar, you want to be this big mega star, you got to sell out, you got to sell your body, you got to sell your soul, you hear about it. And he was talking about it and saying how he ain't want it that bad. He said how he turned down a $1 million contract and left it and walked away. He said, he was saying, different, like, how, like, they set you up, like, to see if you ready, or if you'll, like, take into, like, the money, the glitz, the glam, the fame. He was saying he ain't want it that bad. And I feel like that's a person with standards. That's a person that understands their value. That's a person that know, like, I got more than one hustle. Like, I don't want it that bad. You know what I'm saying? If you know who you are within yourself, and you know that you got the mindset and skills to create and procreate and do you shouldn't want fame or money that bad. You know what I'm saying? To where you resort to doing, like, the lowest of the lowest, to where it's like you put yourself so deep in a trap that it's like you can't get out of it, because it's like you took the deal, like you took the bait, like the clickbait. You walked right into a trap. It's like society already have everything set up to where like they have things materialized, like, hey, you must cherish the designer, you must have a rich life, you must have a Ferrari, you must have this, and you must have that. But it's like, that's the trap. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't give you all of the necessary tools to tell you how to get there. Now, they put it in books, and like I said, life is about choices. You have a choice to go pick that book up and, like, go learn something. You have a choice. You get what I'm saying? You have free will. And that's what's crazy, because people, we can blame it on society, but you can't blame it on society, because you have a choice. You don't gotta resort to, like, the lowest of the lowest. You get what I'm saying? Just because in the hood it's a liquor store on every corner doesn't mean you gotta go to every liquor store in that, in the hood, and drink your life away. You don't have to. You don't have to resort to that. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta resort to that. You know what I'm saying? People just don't. It's like people don't want to think outside the box. When I think of stuff like that, I be thinking of like Haiti and stuff like that. How Haiti had, like, the richest of the richest. Like, the land was full of milk and honey. Like, the mountains was, like, full of gold. The land was full of, like, sugar crops and stuff like that. And it's like, I feel like Haiti just became cursed with, like, the that mentality of, like, that crab in a bucket mentality, like stepping all over each other. And, like, instead of, like, putting, like, their minds together to, like make the island rich, it's like people took so much. It's like people robbed the island, and, like, just took from the island. And, like, it's like they still being robbed. Like, it's like it's cursed. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody want, like, fame. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to find, like, the easy way out. Nobody thought to, like, preserve the crops. Nobody thought to, like, let a president come in to, help the island out. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody took deals. You get what I'm saying? There's so many deals up under the table. You get what I'm saying? Everybody robbing, stealing, doing dark things, just to, be in control. You get what I'm saying? Over something that they have no control over. God is in control. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, a lot of people nowadays, it's like, instead of, like, just being some go-getters and just, like, thinking outside the box, you have very few people, that decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna get out this box, and I'm gonna use the 5 to 6 things that I have on me, and I'm gonna make it happen. I remember this guy, and I mentioned him before. I don't really want to say his name again, because I want to, like, kind of, like, pinpoint some points. I like the idea that, he, told a story how he, I think he said he graduated high school or he dropped out of high school. I'm not sure. But he said that, he was working and he just realized, working just, it wasn't satisfying him. Like he wasn't getting nowhere, like working and slaving, like them same checks wasn't adding up. And he was saying how he had kids and, he just like, he was facing hard times. Like everything was coming down on him. And he was just saying how, basically he created his own brand off like just from home and taught his kids like like independent skills that they carry to this day because he thought outside the box. It's like he sat at home literally. If you hear the story, he sat at home literally and just used everything that was around him, all the resources that he had, and that's how he came up out of poverty. That's how he got out of the box. He didn't rob nobody. He didn't knock nobody across the head. He didn't play no damn spell work. He thought outside the box and got on his shit. People be trying to chase fast money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like chasing fast money, it leads you down some dark paths. You know what I'm saying? Some places that you don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? It has your ass like your back against the wall, facing like your reality, like a reality check. You know what I'm saying? Chasing fast money. How actually, it actually like open you up to like, showing you how unhealed you are. You know what I'm saying? Inside. I always tell people when you chase money and you don't allow money to chase you, you end up in some tough places. You know what I'm saying? Because people, you could chase a bag all your life. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not allowing that bag to chase you, hey, you gotta face what's next. You gotta face those burdens. You gotta face what you dug up. People go all their life chasing money, chasing money. You know what I'm saying? It's like they gotta be on the go all day. It's like they life always, they so busy chasing like the money that they don't see how, how much their life, fell apart because it's like that's all they doing. It's like, what's your hustle? You know what I'm saying? If your hustle is only to rob somebody, knock somebody across the head for their bag, for their purse, or, play in the spiritual realm, or, just if your hustle, if that's what you feel that you only have, the only set of skills that you have, man, I feel bad for you because it's like, what do you do when you get caught? What do you do, like, if all your life you've been on a good streak, you've been able to rob somebody, you've been able to take something from somebody, you've been able to play in spell work, you've been able to get away with things. What are you going to do later when your time, your number is up, your number been called, your time is up? God say, okay, that's it. You ain't learned the lesson. What do you do then? Who you gonna call? Which way you gonna run? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do when your number is up and it's your time? You know what I'm saying? When all you had to do was sit down and figure out what your hustle really was. You know what I'm saying? That all you had to do is use those 5 to 6 things that was in front of you. You know what I'm saying? People like fall back on false hope. And what I mean is, when I say people fall back on false hope, because I feel like they put it in their head that they can do this. Like, I can be a robber. I can be a thief. I can go out here and I can keep on scamming the system. I can keep on scamming my way in life. I can keep on being a taker. And it's like, you see it in the movies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people like to clown the movies and just like, oh my God, it's just a movie. It's a good movie. But those movies, like I tell my kids and like I tell everybody else, I believe 65% of what you see in the movies is the truth. And it has been proven that every single thing is a proof. Is proof that is real. You know what I'm saying? And you see on every single movie, I just mentioned Taken. Remember the movie Takers? How they was robbing people and, it was a group of friends. And at the end of the movie, they end up turning on each other. And, like, this one took this one girl. That one did this. And it's like everybody turned on each other. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it was only maybe like one of them that actually got away. But he had to drop everything and, like, he had to make a choice or decision You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't want it that bad. You know what I'm saying? Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Everybody ended up dead in the movie or have to or getting ready to be raided or arrested or something. I'm saying all of that to say this. You know, when you out here and you making these choices and you making these decisions and you choose to, you have a choice, you have a decision, and you choose to be a taker, you choose to be out here taking shit from other people or just being a scammer instead of sitting down figuring out what your hustle really is. And it ain't gotta be stripping, it ain't gotta be robbing, it ain't gotta be taking. When you out here making a choice or decision, you gotta be ready for what's ahead. You gotta be prepared. You can't be scared of death when you in that type of energy. When you out here, you around here riding around with guns, drugs, you around here riding around in that type of lifestyle. You can't be scared of death. You can't be scared of the police. You can't be scared of what comes next because you made a choice to get into that lifestyle. You ain't want to sit down and, think really to yourself, what's my hustle? You ain't want to use those 5 to 6 things that you had while you was in that box. You wanted to just take the easy road. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all of that to say this. Guys, 2025 is coming up. I'm going to need y'all to really sit down with a notepad and a pen and ask yourself, what's your hustle? What do you have around you that isn't going to place you in a dark, deep hole, a jail cell? What do you have around you that you can utilize for your highest good that's going to create generations and generations of wealth for not just you, but for your kids, their kids, your great kids, your great grandkids? What do you have in front of you that is going to help you move forward in life? Now, I want you to also understand that when you come up with them ideas and you come up with them plans and you write that stuff down and you preparing for 2025, I want you to understand to take your time, that things take time. When you plan for something and you doing things in the upright, it doesn't mean that, oh, bomb, it's going to happen right away. It's going to take time. As long as you have a solid plan and you working to yourself diligently and you're not out here trying to be a taker, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that it's going to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to just allow it to happen for you. As long as you're not in that energy of, oh, I'm going to be out here and I'm going to take it from somebody. You got to understand. Go look at the movies. Go look at any robber, any movie that, dealing with robbery and stuff like that. I remember that movie, The Den of Thieves. You know what I'm saying? These men was like, actually, they had plans. They was set. They was military skill trained and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They was grouping up and, they had their plan on lock. Look at the end of that movie, man. Look at how that movie ended. I'm telling y'all, man, like, stop getting out here thinking that, this money that burns easily, that stress, that's paper. Stop letting this money, trick you into doing dark, heinous things to lead you in some dark ass places where you gotta be on the run all your life looking over your shoulder because of the shit that you done did. Stop chasing that bag, man. Sit your ass down somewhere and learn to, grab what you got in front of you and let that bag, chase you. Stop chasing it. Guys, if you ain't hear nothing else I'm saying, all I'm saying is you ain't gotta be a robber. You ain't gotta be a thief. You don't gotta be a scammer. All you need is a notepad and a pen. Sit down, look around you, look around and look at everything you have in front of you. And I want you to really think to yourself, what's my hustle? What can I do that's not gonna get me locked up? What's my hustle? That's the question. What's your hustle? I need everybody to write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? What's your hustle? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna build generational wealth in your life? You know what I'm saying? In your bloodline, think about trying to like break curses on your bloodline. Start trying to clean up some of that karmic debt. Think about it. Write that shit down.